Hey everybody, good evening.
Hello. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm short.
And I'm Chris. I don't know why she's saying that. Same height as always. But
I'm very short here. Hey, so we are from FunkyBrims and Funkified, and we're going to show you some new hats tonight. So I'm going to go share this around. Let me go this way.
All right. So we are FunkyBrims in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, downtown. And right next door is Sarah's store, Funkified. And we've just been out in our own store for about a month now, right? Yeah. So, hey, Jason. Hey, Charles. Aaron. Nice for everybody to jump on tonight. And so, kind of get started. Got a lot to look at tonight. But kind of go through it to start with. How do you buy? So there's a QR code in one of those two corners if you're on Facebook. Or you can go to funkybrims.com. There's also a bunch of links posted in the first comment up above. Link that'll take you to the live to show all of the caps we're looking at tonight. Also for a couple of our mystery box things. And so, yeah, some of you are saying the caps made it. Yes, they did. They got delivered today. So, yeah, so been kind of a stressful week and trying to make sure that they made it in and kind of making some contingency plans if they didn't, but they did. So we're good. So, hey, everybody. And discount code for tonight's probably on the bottom of your screen, maybe on the top. Code LIVE15, LIVE15 for 15% off all the caps that we're going to show tonight, except the Hales collaborations. So I am wearing this week's Hales collaboration. This is the Calypso flannel. This is the Calypso blue linen flat cap. Those are going to be dropping tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. So Friday night, 17th of April. They'll be dropping 5 o'clock Central Time. So everything that we're showing on the for the Calypso will be dropping then. And yeah, these are great. So also going to have some other new caps tonight, and then we'll have bringing back some favorites you might have forgot about, and all of that kind of stuff tonight. New cap of the week. I got some new pins to show. Actually, going to show off some of our new socks that we just got in. Excited about that line because we're trying to have a lot more stuff in the store now that we're here, other than just caps. Although it's always going to be 80 or 90% caps out there. So yeah, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. We'll do our best to watch it. We're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing some giveaways as well. So right about 7:30 or so, and then right about the time we end, we'll be doing a couple of mystery trios. So I'll be doing two of them. One of them about 7:30, one of them about 8 o'clock.
Is the shirt short sleeves that's dropping tonight?
The shirt that drops tomorrow night is long sleeve. Yeah, so this is a flannel. Not a cruiser. We've had a couple of weeks in a row with short sleeved, and so yeah, this is a great one. I love this blue. This is we were talking earlier, the movie Sinners. Yeah, you guys, that great newsboy cap that one of the characters in Sinners wore, that color of blue. This is almost the same one to me. So it does come in a flat cap, and yeah, so I think that's all of the intro stuff. I also should tell you all the prices that you'll see or hear tonight are shipping included. And then again, tomorrow night, the flannel will be dropping right at 5 o'clock Central Time. Hales Speed Shop will have a bunch of them on there. We got a few of those. We'll have all the caps. Don't have any of the trucker snapback hats this week like we normally do. So yeah, and somebody asked if these are snaps. So yeah, this is, you see kind of the pearl snaps there. It's kind of a nice light blue as well. So this is an absolutely beautiful shirt and great pattern. I think Colin mentioned the other day, I think this is the same one as, which one did he say it was? There was a purple, one of the purple ones that we did. Northern Lights. This was the same sort of pattern as Northern Lights. I think same pattern as Northern Lights, just changed up some of the colors, put this pretty blue in there and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, great pattern. Again, that'll drop tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. But let's get into and talk about some of the caps we have that are coming with it. Again, this one is a really pretty blue. And we finally got our lighting right, I think. So this is, I think, pretty true to color, at least what I'm seeing on my screen. How's it look to you, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So, it's a little brighter probably in person,
but
I mean, it's pretty close. It is not denim.
It is not denim. This is a linen. It's got the Calypso tag inside. This is 100% linen. all of our caps on our lines. This is FunkyBrims line collaboration with Hales Speed Shop Clothing. Are made for us in Italy. And so, you know, kind of the way it works, we start, we're actually going next week to do some planning with them. We're planning out a lot of the drops all the way into 2027 already, which is a little crazy if you think about it. They're already planning that far ahead, but that's kind of the cycle on these things. And so,
but again, let's talk about that. So that also is how you can see how far ahead we're doing our ordering.
Right.
So when we talk about quantities, and I mean, you guys that are on here tonight, most of you guys are regulars and you all know how this works. But definitely with the margarita drop and what was the one right before that?
The Enigma.
Yes. The Enigma drop, we got a lot of, you know, oh, you only had 10 caps. You should order more than 2 caps. You should order more than 5 caps, all that kind of stuff. But you can see, obviously, we're talking.
Thought of that.
Right. I know. But, you know, we're ordering and planning through 2027 at this point. So if something goes viral, if something gets picked up and goes crazy, the orders are in. Yeah. They get real hard to change. So that's kind of what we're looking at. But we appreciate you guys that tend to have our back every time somebody comes after us on that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, the Enigma was great.
The Enigma was beautiful.
And last week, the you know, Villa Margarita, the Jimmy Buffett tribute was great as well.
Which we thought we were going to have enough of to keep in store.
Yeah, when we ordered it, we thought I'd ordered a bunch. I wanted some for the store, whatever, but they all sold out. So that's great. But you know, back to this week. Yeah, this is a great shade of blue, blacks. You know, several shades of blue in here, but that's really that bright one that pops, and that's what we're picking up on this cap. So this is the linen flat cap. Blue flat cap. This one's going to be $76. Again, made in Italy. It's got this nice sort of blue herringbone that you see on the top there. Got some of the flannel underneath. So kind of a fairly complex design for a sort of one color.
That's the brightest blue I have ever seen.
Right.
In any fabric we've ever done.
This is a great blue. It really is. We worked hard to try to match this blue the best we could.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then next, we got the Patchwork Newsboy. So this one, Sarah will be over here in a second to show you the women's version of it because they're just slightly different this time. But this one is this is another just great one. So the same blue that we were just looking at, linen in the front. Kind of have this this on the side. So this is actually a textured and kind of a geometric. It's really a black and cream, if you will, sort of pattern. We got the flannel, and then we got this pretty bright blue herringbone in the back, which shows up again on the bill. And so, and then all of these, I should have mentioned earlier, all of these will come with this pin. Kind of show the pin a little closer. This is a really pretty pin. In honor of Sarah, we did a little glitter on the water there, so you can kind of see how that water shimmers when it's
back it up just a little bit.
When it's moving, you can almost see the water shimmer just a little bit. So you got some glitter in some of the lines on that. So I don't know if you can pick it up or you just trust me, but it's a pretty cool pin.
It is cool. Back it up towards you. We have the autofocus off just because it kept messing up where you could see the hat. So yeah, it's a little bit more in focus.
Yeah, so there you go.
So it's the girl on the back of the shirt.
And then little ship on the side.
Big boobs included, apparently.
Of course.
And glitter.
Yeah.
I know, right? And you can tell men are designing these shirts.
Yeah.
Can you discuss the limited nature of the Hales drops and the limits they're placing on wholesalers that Jenna talked about at the roundtable? That may help some new followers.
Yeah. So, Hales has been experiencing, I guess just backing up a little bit, really starting around the first of this year into last year, first of this year, Hales has really exploded. We've, really exploded with them as well on these together. And so, they've ordered, pretty far in advance, obviously, just the same way that we are. And so they've had to limit, they had some of the wholesalers that I think were sort of cherry picking and really getting kind of out there on how many shirts they were ordering for some of the drops. And so they've had to go back and limit how many some of the Harley dealers are getting so that they have more at their drops, but there's probably going to be fewer available to find from the Harley dealers going forward. So,
but there would be more through Hales.
More through Hales, yeah. Same number of shirts total, just going to be more at Hales and a little bit less at some of the wholesalers.
But not us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this is the Patchwork Newsboy. This is going to be $84. Again, really nice linen. You know, I feel like this is several weeks in a row where, you know, sort of like we did with the Enigma, where we're really able to sort of match a linen dye to the shirt, and really came out nice on this one as well. So a nice Italian linen there.
I didn't say anything was wrong with big boobs, Dwayne. I'm just pointing out the obvious. We all know it. There's all of like 3 girls on this whole thing, me included. And we just got to say something about it, you know?
So this Newsboy patchwork also comes
Chris
in
is like, just keep talking.
in a ladies version. Oh, you keep talking. I was going to let you show a hat while you're doing
While I'm yapping. Here's the women's hat. Woot woot. Okay, so remember, it looks like this. So you can either push it forward, which is how Kathy wears hers. I can't even do it. It's pulling my hair. Like that. There we go. Where it kind of like flips, like gives you like a little roll right here. I never do. I just push it back and wear it like that, so you can kind of see, boom, shakalaka.
Yeah. So same. Same panels. The only thing different is
check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the brim is different. Well, I guess same underneath, but yeah, it's different. And remember that these have elastic in the back.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit for the big hair. All those kinds of things. So like women's hats are a little bit different, but they're way comfortable. And if you wear your hair up, down, whatever, sideways, it all still works. So it's a Newsboys hat. That's the women's version. That's pretty much it.
This time we just really liked this pattern, and so we carried that over and did the because you see a lot more of the bill and everything on that, so we use that same sort of geometric pattern on that one instead of the herringbone.
Yep.
So other than that, they're the same panels on top and all that.
And I'm wearing the t-shirt, which actually, I'm gonna get my stool over here because then they'll be able to see.
There you go.
Okay, you gotta help me. Hold on. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yeah.
Is it back there?
That's good.
So that's also what the pin looks like. Is that girl with the boobs,
right?
And then some glitter, as one needs.
Right. So there's 3. So I got the blue linen flat. We've got the Newsboy. We got the ladies Newsboy patchwork, and then we have the flannel flat as well, which is a really nice. Using the same blue on it as the bill, so pulling that out on it. This one looks really great with the t-shirt. If you think this is too much, you know, again, t-shirt with any black t-shirt. This is a great one. Some jeans, whatever it is. So yeah. So this is the flannel flat. This one is $72, and the pin again with all the glitter, all that kind of stuff. If you want that separate or want an extra one or anything like that, that'll be on there for $12. All of this stuff with the Calypso will be dropping tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Central Time, Friday night, 5 o'clock Central Time. So again, keep the comments coming.
Everybody's impressed with our sound, our lighting, a stool. We are so prepared. It's unreal.
Right.
I say that and the whole ceiling is going to collapse on us or something weird is going to happen. But
you jinxed us.
I know. The key is that we cannot move locations. We have to stay here.
That's what we
figured out.
In front of the Wall of Fame. And so it's all kind of here. If we tried to move, we'd have to readjust. We took a little bit to figure out the lighting and all that kind of stuff. So King
Booby Foot is promoting the boobs. That's hilarious.
Never lived that down.
No. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, keep the comments coming. We're gonna be doing 2 drawings tonight for mystery box trios. Those have been working well the last couple of weeks. Everyone's excited about it. So about 7:30 or so our time, about 15 minutes, and then right at the end, whenever we end, will be great. So yeah, this is a very bright blue. Colin did a great job designing this one. Love that color.
I do too. Are you looking at me? Yeah.
Just thought you had something to say.
Yeah. No, I was thinking I love the blue too. I think it's gorgeous.
Yep. All right. So moving on to new caps this week that are not with this, the ones that are already out there. And again, keep the questions coming. Anything you want to talk about, let us know.
There's a lot of comments.
How much will the ladies cap be? The ladies cap is going to be $80. $80. So this one is a new line that we're bringing in, which is the linen tones. We've had the linen wheel, which we'll look again, the linen lines, a lot of linen this year. Great Italian linen. This is hologram made for us over there. We're going to end up with at least 4 or 5 colorways in this, but this is the first one. tonight. So this is the linen tone and rust, and so that's probably, at least in my screen, a pretty good look at it. And see, it's got kind of a rust underneath, sort of underneath, if you will, and it's almost like somebody's rubbed, some sort of wax or something like that on the top of it. So you see some inconsistencies. That's the way it's supposed to be. I think it looks.
It doesn't feel like
it
wax.
doesn't feel like that, right? You get back
It's a
just a
look.
little bit. It's a look. A little aged or something like that. So it's a really cool. This is going to be 100% linen as well. Of course, a thin liner in it, made in Italy
copper.
as well.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it is more of a copper color. You're right.
Copper to rust. Maybe we should have called it copper.
Yeah. Yes, we can see the YouTube comments too, guys.
We sure can. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that you, Alan?
Ryan asked how many colors are coming in that cap. There's going to be at least 4 right now, probably 5. So, and it is a split flat pub cap, if you want to call it that, although it's got a little bill to it. So,
if you will.
You caught me. So this is, it is sort of, it's a 6-panel, no button, does have a little bit of exposed bill in the front. Same kind of look underneath. Again, really thin, nice linen for summer. And
it
just has a really nice sheen to it.
Yeah,
as well.
I agree.
Great sheen. This one is going to be $58, but of course, with that code LIVE15, you're going to take 15% off of that, and it's going to be $49.30 shipped, which I think is a great deal for this cap. Again, 100% linen, made in Italy. Nice, interesting fabric. So these are going to be great caps. And so there you go. First one of the linen tone. So these are all going to be, roughly, they're going to be solids. They're not going to be stripes or pinwheels or something like that in the linen tones. They'll just be all different tones, but they're all going to have a little bit of sort of complexity to them a little bit. And if you look real close, you're going to see more than one, thing going on in there. So.
Okay, so Doug is mentioning the flannels as far as the highest. What is the recommendation for flannels as far as the highest temp before it's like too hot to wear? And I do think we need to say, so like it is a flannel look, but it is not the flannel material. So it is a lighter material, but then as they start making these summer ones, they become more of a summer weight.
Yeah, well, this is the same. Yeah, the short sleeves are a lighter weight.
Right.
You do see a lot of people who get these and take them to a tailor, and it's probably not real expensive. I've never done it. I may do it one of these times, just to see how much it is. But you can turn it into a short sleeve. I mean, really one cut and a hem on each arm, and you've got a short sleeve.
As a woman who wears them, I fold up the long sleeves anyway, so I don't actually normally wear them long sleeved, period.
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of men probably don't do that.
Yeah. It just depends. I mean,
Yeah. But can you talk about the fabric real quick?
Yeah, the fabric. Yeah. So this is going to be polyester spandex. It's like most of the flannel companies have some kind of combination of that. Colin talked about it. If you saw the live they were on the other night, that real flannel is always going to be fuzzy, the sort of cotton and that kind of stuff. And this is not that. It's going to be a lot more of a crisp look. And I saw somebody else have a question. Does Hales have a bamboo material shirt? They have a shaka. It's not bamboo, but it is. It's again, it's a poly spandex blend, but it's a lot more sheen, printed on, not woven. So like the Margarita or Villa Margarita last week is that sort of material, and there'll be more of those coming as well. So that's another great lightweight one. And then the Enigma a couple of weeks ago is again woven like this, going to be the plaids, that sort of thing. And then it's just a lighter, thinner material. A
lot of you guys have switched to YouTube. It looks like the Facebook chat's having some issues. We can see all the comments though, either way. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, we can still see them.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody threw out $30 will get you a short sleeve at a good tailor shop. That's kind of probably what I would guess as well. And then since we moved over into this office or whatever, it's actually, to keep it decent out there, it's really cold in my office. So I've been wearing long sleeves in the office just because it gets cold in here.
It's weird. It's hot out there.
It's really weird. Got to get somebody to come look at the vents and get the dampers right and all that stuff. But Calypso flannel flat, again, I sure can. So again, let me say it again. We'll probably go back and look at it again. But this is the linen tone in rust. And we will look at the flannel flat. This is the Calypso flannel flat. And, the patterns will be just a little bit different on each one on where it falls. You could have one of the lines going up and down like this one here as well. This one is the flannel flat. And then we have the Newsboy. And then Sarah showed earlier the ladies version of the Newsboy as well. So this one, and they'll all come with a pin, as we've talked about. And then the blue linen flat cap, which is the one that I started off with today. So let's see, this is a great blue. I know a lot of you have commented. I'll kind of start at the top. The patchwork Newsboy is $84. The women's patchwork is $80. The blue linen flat is $76, and the flannel flat is $72. So, and again, all of that's dropping tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Central Time. Shirts, banners, snapback trucker hats will all be on Hales' website. We'll have flannels, t-shirts as well. We'll have flannels, t-shirts, men's and women's flannels will all be on our website as well. So both of them. Flannel flat price $72. If I didn't say that, the flannels themselves will be $68 on our website because it includes price and includes shipping.
And what's the difference between a shock and a cruiser?
The Shaka is going to be, I don't really have an example here. The Shaka is going to be, well, I'll just kind of show you. This is the Villa Margarita from last week. So you can kind of see this is the same composition actually. So this is kind of what it's looking like. So it's going to be, the Shaka is going to be more the printed on sort of fabric, if you will. Whereas the Cruiser is still going to be a, woven material. Like the Enigma a couple of weeks ago. So this
is just short sleeved, right?
Short sleeved, and
the
it's
Cruisers. They're short sleeve flannel,
and it's a thinner material as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I get those mixed up all the time.
Somebody wanted to see the solid blue underneath or inside. So it's just going to be really thin cotton liner. I got the custom Calypso FunkyBrims Hales collab tag inside, and so that's it. Mark Cotter was asking again, when it drops 5 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time tomorrow. And so, yeah, you can message him.
The Hales run true to size.
Yep, sure do.
And the rust tone hats are available now.
Yep, rust tone's there. Everything else we're showing other than the Calypso is available now.
On funkybrims.com, and you can use the live 15 for 15% off.
Yep. And QR code, one of these two corners for those of you on Facebook anyway, that will take you to that. And then our funkybrims.com, there's a link to the live. The caps that are dropping tonight will also just be on the front page as well. So a little bit different tonight. Sarah posted this yesterday and got a lot of interest.
Guys, I'm so sorry. So I posted this hat yesterday because I loved the picture that was taken of it. I think my sister or somebody took it when we had the grand opening, and I just thought the picture was pretty. I did not realize it was not actually on the website when I posted it. And so everybody was like, well, where is it? I'm like, I don't know. So it took a minute, and we had to get it on the website, figure out how many we had, what sizes we had. So it's on the website now.
It is. So American Hat Makers, this is the Rocky. Let me get where you can see there. So it's an absolutely beautiful hat. This is obviously real genuine leather. This is made in the United States. We have a lot of different ones. Those of you who are here for the grand openings, saw some of those. But this one's my personal favorite. The Rocky comes in wine and black. This one is the wine one. And 4 sizes. I put a size chart out there. These are $200. Again, these are going to be real genuine leather, American Hat Makers, made in the United States. Good thing about this one is, if you really like these and for some reason we don't have your size in it, we're going to be down in Dallas. So they're actually made out in California, but their warehouse that they ship out of is down right outside of Dallas. And so we're going to be in Dallas next week anyway. So we were already going to pick up some orders. So if somebody really wants one of these and for some reason we're out of your size, we'll be driving down there next week and we can just pick some more of them up to bring back or whatever. So just message me if for some reason we are out of stock.
It is small, medium, larges.
Small, medium, large, and extra large. And I did add a size chart to it.
To the description?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you all click on that.
Small is 54.55. Medium is going to be 56.57. Large is going to be 58.59. extra large is going to be 60, 61. This particular one does not come in 2X, but a lot of theirs do. And so we'll be putting some more of these out there from them. I mean, there's some great little top hats, just a lot of great hats that we have on there. So it'll be a lot of fun. So this one is the wine color, and that's a really good. So you can see it's got some black underneath.
So if they want that size, what do you want them to do? Do they
just message me, Chris Lopp, or message the page, either one, and we can work it out and get an order going. Nice thing about these is there is some adjustment inside with the there's actually some Velcro. There's liners, and there's different thickness of these liners that just Velcro in, and so that's how you can kind of adjust a little bit within the size. But I'm kind of a straight up 61, and this extra large fits me great. And so that one is the wine color. And then we also have black, which has some brown on it. So this one's beautiful as well. And after she posted these, man, we've sold several of these in store.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I mean, literally, I was posting it because I thought the picture was pretty.
It was a pretty picture.
Was it. And all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh no!" Oops.
Yeah. Oh, this actually looks really good with this shirt too. So, yeah, this one, it's got a little pinch to it. This is going to be, hard formed and properly leather worked and all that kind of stuff. But this is all going to be 100% leather.
Yeah, guys, these are super nice. So they are $200.
Yep, $200. But it's one of those that. You take care of it. This will be a great hat that'll last forever. Yeah, absolutely. So this is the black one.
Will the Live 15 work for these?
It should. Yeah. So
it should, or do you want me to make sure?
Once you make sure that collection, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make it work for these. So give me 2 seconds.
We'll make it work for these. Yeah. So
let's see. It's
no,
it's in there. Yeah, okay. It will. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
For some reason it doesn't message us. Well, again, this is one of those where if you want it, we've got the ones that are in stock we can ship out. But this is one of those where we can create an invoice, send it, and we'll be picking it up and shipping it like a week from Monday or something like that. We can go get the ones we need down in Dallas.
Yeah.
So that is the Rocky. So obviously, everybody knows where that name came from. Sort of the hats that you saw Stallone wear in that sort of shape.
Does the Live need to be in the discount collection?
Do what?
Does the Live collection need to be in the discount collection?
No.
Okay.
Just
short.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's an American Hat Makers collection, you can add that to the discount code.
Okay. Sorry, guys. There is.
Didn't think about that.
No, but I want to make sure that you guys can get it.
Yep, absolutely. So keep the questions coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes some people love it. It's one of those, I love it in person. I think it's absolutely beautiful and got a nice sheen to it and all that kind of stuff. But it's not everybody's
marketing genius. Yeah, that was an accidental marketing move of magic.
Right.
Well, I mean, it was actually like we posted it and somebody walked right in not 30 minutes later and bought it from the Facebook post. So it was actually pretty cool, but I really didn't mean to do that. Yes, I will. Hold on. Let me show them the lady's hat real quick. Boom. Okay, here's the lady's hat. Again, you can pull it back like I've got it pulled back like this, or you can pull it forward. But it does have this band right here. I'm going to pull it down over my eyes.
Matching earrings too.
Yeah. That's the Funkified side. So here's the women's cap. And so back here, you can see it's got just a little bit of elastic right there, which if you look, it'll give me, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's going to, I've got a microphone on. So it'll give like, maybe there's 2 fingers I can put back here. And so that means that I can put my hair up and still put this over. And that actually matters. I mean, there are, when you wear these as a woman, if you wear the versions that most of you guys buy, the Newsboys or the flat caps like he's wearing, you have to wear your hair down because if you put your hair up or something, it won't fit up in there. So it's a whole thing. Yeah. But anyway, you can kind of see. So this is the women's cap. Oh, I almost took us all out right there. We almost died, but we're back. Yay.
All right.
Okay. This is why I don't get on here very much, I guess.
Yeah. So somebody asked about the Michelangelo. That one is not going to be restocked. One of my favorites as well, but there's at least, really both of those fabrics, the Michelangelo, the one that we did earlier this year, this one here, and the flat was just all this material. And we bought all that we could, made as many as we could, but the ones we have out there is all that we have left of those.
All right. Yes. Hales shirts have buttons, snaps.
Yeah.
Buttons. Sorry.
They made some, They've made some in the past that had buttons, and
yeah.
they, I think, got more complaints. Now their blue collar series, which he talked about the other night, if you watched that on the Gentleman's Roundtable, he was wearing a short sleeved one that's going to be dropping a little bit later this year. And so all of those do have buttons or solids, and those will be ones that are not sort of one and done, more evergreen, that they'll keep restocking and that sort of stuff.
So Matt just asked if we've ever hosted a cap and pin swap, and we have not. That could be a fun thing to add to the meetup.
Yeah, that could be. Everybody bring some pins if you want to.
Yeah, I think that would be a really cool thing to do.
Absolutely.
So that's a great idea.
Somebody said they joined late, and I was just going to, actually, we need to pick a winner. While you're picking a winner, I'm going to go through and recap. This is a Calypso flannel. This one is dropping tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Central Time. And Hales will have a bunch of the flannels, t-shirts, banners, trucker hats, etc. We'll have all of our caps, which I'll show you, plus some flannels, some t-shirts.
Post-it notes? You got post-it notes somewhere?
I don't.
Awesome.
And so this one is the blue linen. It's very bright blue. Got kind of a herringbone there. So bright, the blue linen flat cap. Then we have the Newsboy, which is this one. And all of them will come with a pin, which I'll show a little closer in a minute. But it's got the same blue linen in front. Got this kind of nice geometric pattern with some texture to it, if you feel it. On the sides, the flannel. And then a nice bright blue herringbone that ties it all together and back. It's also what you see in the front of the Newsboy. And this one really kind of pops off to there. And then we also have the flannel flag. And so this one is going to have that same blue on the brim. Rest of it's going to be all flannel. You kind of see a profile side there. So that one is that. So Sarah's Magic has picked the winner of the first. So this is for a mystery trio. Which is one of those. We also have the link. It's on the very first one up there. These are $100. You pick 2 caps. We picked the third one. So 3 caps for $100, shipping included. And so that one is out there for you guys to buy as well. But we're doing 2 winners tonight. First one is Joshua Jones. So congratulations, Joshua Jones, on winning the first one. You can take a look at the $100 trio. $100 mystery trio, and let us know kind of what you want. Message me, Chris Lopp, what the 2 that you want are. I think there's about 250 cap choices or something like that on there. Some of them are getting sold out in some of the sizes, and so congratulations, Joshua. Let me know what you want, and we'll pick the third one for you. And so yeah, let's go. Cap of the week.
Cap of the week.
Cap of the week. Actually, I was going to show this pen, and then real quick, I was going to show.
You always do that. You say something, and you say cap of the week, and then you say, "I'm going to show this."
Get somebody's interest up, yeah.
Yeah.
I also said I was going to show that. It's so cap of the week this week is the Essential Linen. This comes in blue, gray. We got it marked down this week to $46. The code Live15 will still work on that, which will make it right at $39.10, shipping included for that one. So this is the Essential Linen. This is in gray. So it is just it's a gray linen, again, hologram, 100% linen, Italian linen, nice thin liner there. So just a nice sort of just essentials. You need a gray, and then we also have it in blue. Both of these are cap of the weeks this week, and great price for that. Again, made in Italy with the discount code and the markdown we have going this week, $39.10. This actually doesn't look bad with this shirt either.
No.
Yeah, it's a great deal. These are fun caps. It's nice. Got a nice sleek feel to it. And again, this is linen season for sure. So this one is a split flat cap, and let's see, it's all the same around there. So those are the caps of the week this week. The Essential Linens. Marked down to $46, and the discount code still applies.
Yeah. So someone said that, that they just, when they feel like they've got enough of the collabs, we drop another one. And I agree with that. It's one of those things, like, they are very different. And once you see them, you're like, oh, crap.
I don't have that. I don't have that one.
I gotta have that too. And it's weird because I feel the same way. And I keep in mind, like, I never wore hats before this, and I never wore flannels before any of this. And now it's like, oh man, like, so we're like actually just as addicted as you are, which is how weird it actually is, because we were only going to do a few collabs.
We were gonna pick one a month.
One a month.
Our original deal.
And look where we're at. Yeah, he has. I mean, every time we see what they're designing and what they're doing, and then Chris is like, "Oh, we got to have it. We got to have this. We got to have that."
Yeah. No, I mean, when you start going through it, you're like, well, which one do you? I mean, think about like if we were doing that this month, right? I mean, are we going to do the Villa Margarita? Are we going to do this one? Are you going to do the Enigma? How could you just pick one of those?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, as a hat maker, I mean, we do have obviously our own hats, the masterpieces here, some of the funky blinders that we've done above that you can't see. And so, you know, we try to, this whole thing kind of started with, you know, how do we find caps that are different, right? I mean, we've got great blue herringbones, great gray herringbones, but, you know, you only need so many of those. And so we wanted to do things that you couldn't find anywhere else. And so what better way to do that than, you know, Hales, Colin designs all these flannels himself, from the patterns to the colors that go in it, all that kind of stuff. I've seen the sort of master work on that. And you know, so it's really, you know, amazing. And so we have access to fabrics, and so, you know, you get creative and start thinking about, you know, what would be a great looking hat. I mean, you know, this easily could have been a masterpiece cap on its own. It's, you know, it's collaboration there, but, you know, I would kill, you know, when you start trying to design some of them for our line, you know, trying to find something that's new and different. You know, it's the last masterpiece we did was this one right here, and so you can kind of see there. I mean, that's a great, you know, you got to start with something kind of unique to you know, to really get those to pull off just right. And so you know, we get access to, you know, 3 or 4 of them a month that are unique fabrics that you literally won't find anywhere else.
And that's kind of the main thing. And I mean, because you guys saw that we did the back, a back shot there of Pablo when he came in. What we're looking for fabrics, and we're looking for fabrics that you can't find at some other hat store or some other design company or some other whatever it is. And so the thing about Hales is that's given us direct access to a really unique, one-of-a-kind design.
They're the ones perfect weight for making caps.
Right? And they're the ones actually doing it. And then it keeps us, we cannot create the hats made in the United States. There's not a mill to make the hats in the United States. However, us partnering with the company that's right outside of Dallas, the collaboration and the art and all of that creation is happening here in the United States. So all of that coming together with that company, I don't know any other way to say it other than that's how you keep it local.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then, you know, it's also, you know, it's been a lot of fun. And I think also you guys have seen it when they've been on here or the other things that they've been on. You know, Colin, Jenna, Nathan, they're just good people. And, you know, love talking to them. I mean, it's, you know, fun nights sometimes I'm laying in bed about to sleep and I'll hear a ding on my phone, and it's, you know, Colin of like, hey, he's playing with some fabric, you know, some flannel combinations. What do you think of this? Whatever. And, you know, sometimes I get to say, well, you know, what if you used, you know, it's been my dream to get one of these where you use the oxblood colors. Like, what if you threw some oxblood in that one? That'd be a fun pattern with that instead of this, you know, that kind of things. And so that's a lot of fun. And so, yeah.
And it's also really rare to find. I mean, we've done business, not hats. We've done business for 20 years plus, me and then him separately. You don't find a lot of good people, just to be honest, especially when you partner up with different companies. And so I have an anti-partnering thing that I do, just because, I mean, once you get burned hard. And they actually had the same. And then it was like, when we all started talking, we really like them. Like, they're just good people.
Yeah, we're looking forward to their meetup next week.
I know, we're really excited. We'll be down there for extra days too. So if any of y'all are coming down there, it's pretty cool.
Yep, absolutely. So
so that's that. Sorry,
that's the side note. Obviously, those of you that have been around a while know I'm obsessed. I think oxblood is one of the most interesting colors if it's nailed just right. And every year we drop some oxblood ones from Laird in the fall with the Loden, and that's just a great color. It's just a weird color that can, you know, look burgundy or purple, or it's kind of takes whatever you're wearing there. So that'll be fun.
And we're still dropping our own stuff too.
Yeah, we're still dropping our own stuff. We got a lot. We saw the pictures. You know, us working, designing stuff for the fall not too long ago. We got some coming for our own line, coming for the spring before too long. And, you know, and then we got a lot of great stuff coming 4th of July. That's kind of a little bit of both, kind of like we did for St. Patrick's Day. And so, should be fun. All right. So let's let's talk about a couple. We did a big restock this week with hologram, and so some of the ones that have been sold out for a while or just keep getting sold out every time are restocked again. Starting with the linen wheel. So linen wheel in blue. This has been our best seller this year. This actually looks really good with this shirt too.
Everything you put on.
It's a nice shirt. There's a lot, but
it does match.
It does, yeah, absolutely. So this actually looks really good. The linen wheel. This one, I think we've restocked it like 7 or 8 times now. I think we've restocked it literally about every week. Nice thing about hologram is we can get more of them in. Although we're getting pretty close to the end on this one, especially in some of the bigger sizes. They only have what they have, and so we've restocked the 59, 60, 61s pretty hard number of times. And so this one is just this is all Italian linen, same kind of thing. This one is $64. I didn't do the math, but I have 4, but roughly you're going to be taking 10 or 11 bucks off of that with the code live15. And so this one is restocked. This is the linen wheel in indigo. And then we also have the linen wheel in violet, which is another fun one. This one's really got 2 different shades of orange and 2 different shades of sort of purple to, lavender, I guess you might say. And so that is there. Those have all been restocked, and at least as we started, yesterday, today, we're on stock in all the sizes.
Any more linen wheel colors coming?
No, that's going to be it for the linen wheel, at least for right now. We're going to have some other ones, but this is the only 2 colors in these, and so yeah, these are both great caps as well that a lot of people have.
Are these hologram? You could design this.
Oh, 100%.
And use linens.
Yeah.
You can make your own linen wheel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we should do that.
I think we may have one of those.
It's never done.
Never done. And let's see.
So the hats behind him, yes, those are done in the sense that those in particular, well, I just said nothing's ever done, but yes, those are done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find them secondhand from various people in the group.
Some of the most recent ones, we may have 1 or 2 in different sizes, but yeah, for the most part, these have been going pretty quick here lately. So also the beacon. This is a great comfortable cap. This one's got some linen on the stripe right here, and then this is actually a silk and cotton blend on the top and on the sides there. So you have the beacon in this blue color, and then you also have the beacon in the sand color. So both of those were restocked this week as well.
What about the vault collection?
The vault collection is under works. Again, we probably tease that a little bit too often or too early. But there is quite a bit of time that goes into it. And then, it's also just kind of, you only have so much capacity of what you're doing. And we actually shipped, a couple of weeks ago, we shipped 4 big bolts. So the first time we
last week.
Just last week. Yeah, time flies. We had sourced, assume we're doing some sort of patchwork for the 4th of July. And we sourced 4 different flannel, or not 4 different flannels, 4 different materials, different textures and different things to go into that. And so shipped 4 big bolts of fabric, like the big, huge ones that weigh like 40 pounds or something like that.
It was a trip.
Over to Italy. Yeah, it was a trip. It was. And so that one is...
hold on, hang tight. So speaking of shipping, because you did post that thing, so several people have asked, are we changing our shipping or how's that working?
Yeah. So we're just looking at it, and this really, I guess, I guess had heard that the post office is raising the rates, but that really wasn't what was driving that. It was really more just trying to get a feel for efficiency. We're getting to the place where it's just it's impossible really for us to take a day's worth of boxes or something to the post office ourselves. And so, we've had a few little hiccups of, pickups coming really late and that kind of stuff.
And that's what's weird, because what we did hear from that was y'all did not like FedEx. So FedEx is off the maps. They're out. They're out. We're negotiating with UPS right now. So the issue is, and sometimes you'll see this because somebody will be like, oh, I thought it was going to ship today. As bad as this sounds, if somebody takes a day off at the post office, they do not come and get our stuff. And so that's
the fill-in, the normal mailman will
he's
run his
amazing.
whole route. He's great, run his whole route, and then he personally comes back and with his empty truck and
Yeah.
loads it up. And if it takes 2 loads, he comes back twice.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But when you have the fill-in ones,
They
you
don't
can
do
ask
it.
them, but they
don't do it.
They don't do it. And so
we've got to get on we're on a permanent route. So it's not like we're not asking for, like, I mean, it's all set up already. There's nothing else we can do to make this happen. And so if it's not going to happen, we're going to have to move to a different. Yeah. And I think UPS is probably where we're going to land. It just takes a little bit of work. Yep. So it's going to take us just a little bit to do that. So, but you won't see a disruption. We ship UPS almost daily as well.
Yeah, we take some stuff over to UPS. I mean, a lot of the mailing tubes and that kind of stuff. So, but
we do reward he said, give that man a raise. We do reward our mail people and our UPS pickup people, our FedEx drop guy.
For the longest time before we got moved over here, the UPS guy was dropping off at our house.
Yeah.
And we have kind of a long driveway that he's pushing stuff to. So there was days where he's taking 20 or 30 boxes up our driveway or whatever. So,
and getting pallets dropped off there.
Fairly often he was finding himself with a nice gift card on the side for dinner for him and his wife or something
free
like
caps,
that.
Free lava lamps, whatever.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes. But we're not, somebody asked the other day, we're not getting rid of the free shipping.
That's no. This was
model
just
we're
us.
doing, and this is, it's just what it is. And so, and we're trying to negotiate the
volume.
The volume, and to me, I love negotiating, and so
I do not. So it's taken a minute. I set up everything else. Now he has to do the negotiations
before you have all the leverage before you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, just tell me, take all my money.
There you go. So there. So the other, I just wanted to bring back. Well, actually, go to that in a minute. We got some new pins this week. We actually got a whole new brand in this week. When we went to Las Vegas, I don't know, 2 months ago, whatever it was, looking for fabrics, we also found another brand that we liked. And so they actually had 2 things. Being, sort of a hat store, we decided to bring some socks in because we found some that were unique and different. But the same brand that was making these great socks also made some pins. Some of them match them, that sort of thing. So I'd show you. The brand is called Pivot, P-Y-V-O-T. And they have these enamel pins. This one is a skeleton. So you see they're kind of funky. So I did put these out there on this link. So this one is it's Pivot. They do a lot of collaborations with artists, that sort of stuff. So this one is called the skeleton. We also have one that is Waves. That kind of looks like my mind just went blank, the Japanese sort of picture that you see quite a bit.
The one I had on my Jeep.
Yeah, the one that you had on the side of your Jeep.
Yeah, it's a.
I can't remember what it is, but the waves. And this kind of hearts, and really kind of cool mushroom with almost eyes up there. My personal favorite of this one is this UFO, and so that one out there, and then also sunflower, and then the same brand if you're interested in it. There's a link there. I think we have like 30 different sock patterns. I just grabbed a couple of my favorite ones to show off real quick. This one is the UFO, and the pins, I should say, are $10. This is sort of a UFO sock. Socks are either going to be $14.99 or $15.99, and there is no more discount on those. This one is a Kraken. And
sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. That's
relaxed teal. So those of you who are still in the Villa Margarita vibe, some nice socks to go with that. Musical. This one's called Jammin'. So nice, kind of almost neon looking musical stuff there. We have the Bone Brigade is what it's called. So same kind of like skeleton, cartoonish faces on that first one. I got a really cool cool dragon. I almost said skeleton, but it's not. It's really cool socks there. And then this one almost has like a Jerry Garcia sort of vibe to it, if you will. This one is skeleton cactus, but it's kind of a lot of fun there on that one. So, and again, there's like 30 of those total. So just thought would show those off as well.
Hang tight. So someone just asked if we had the Andy Warhol pin set, if you had ordered the Andy Warhol pin set. That is at my store, so I'm going to move it over to yours.
We have some more. Yeah, okay.
It's not on your website, so I'm going to move it over to his store. So if you'll give me 2 minutes, you will be able to purchase the Andy Warhol pin set on the website.
That's why the Philosophers Guild, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Something Philosophers Guild.
Unemployed.
Unemployed Philosophers Guild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just give me a minute and I'll move it over. And that explains why I had so many of them, actually, because I couldn't figure out why I got so many of these pins in. And I guarantee you I was supposed to have brought them to his store. This is what happens when you open multiple stores. You get confused. As if I wasn't confused enough.
Also restocked. This one's from last year, but just one of those sort of staples that just keeps, one of those that gets bought a lot when people walk in the store, or if you don't have one. This is the summer Garrison. We also have a winter Garrison or just a plain Garrison, but this one's Garrison, obviously named off of the bar in Peaky Blinders, but just a great, this is hologram. This one is actually half cotton and half linen. So good kind of Italian fabric blend again. This one's the navy one, but you can kind of see the shape there, just a nice newsboy. These are going to be $62. So when you take the 15% off, it'll be roughly $10 off that. Puts it down to $52. Just a great, just a great summer sort of cap. Comes in a variety of colors. I grabbed some of them. Again, this one is the navy blue. And it kind of has a linen feel to it, if you will, but it is cotton, so it doesn't wrinkle quite as bad. There's also a black. It's going to be this one. Yeah, first one looks black until you put it next to a black, and then you can tell it's navy. And there's also a green out there, and so this one is the black one. And this shirt's very versatile. You can wear black with it too.
So weird.
Everything, right? I see the colors there. And then you have this sort of ecru color as well, which is not on my color wheel personally, as you can tell there.
It's like a yellow? It's a cream.
It's ecru, cream.
Ecru. What's an ecru? Ecru.
Ecru? I don't know.
No, it's not right. Okay, we'll have to Google that.
ECRU, whatever that is.
I know. Well, it's not an A. All right, the pin's up. My store's name is Funkified, which is where his hats were located. That's why we have a little bit of a thing. So when we moved his hats to its own store, we can move the inventory back and forth. So yeah. It's no big deal. It just takes me a minute. And sometimes I get confused. Funkified carries some bucket hats. That's all we carry over there. And I only kept the girly ones. So they have strawberries, cherries, things like that. Mushrooms, whatever, just funky bucket hats. Everything else is moved to FunkyBrims. And so if there's something that you've seen before on my store, just let us know. But other than that, everything else that you guys typically buy is all over here. So are we able to restock last week's pin?
I was going to say that we still have some of the Lost Shaker Assault pins. The ones that came with it, the skeleton and Pirate and Parrot, those are gone, sold out. Do what?
Oh, okay. Is the Salt Shaker on the website?
The Salt Shaker's on the website. Yeah.
Okay.
And so no, those pins once they're gone. Same way with the Calypso one this week will be. Those are kind of when they're gone. They're gone. These are numbered to 200. You probably can't see it there, but everyone has an individual number on the back. This one happens to be number 4 of 200.
And we did have a winner. Yeah, somebody did find that Salt Shaker.
Found the Lost Shaker Assault. Yeah, James Maxwell.
Yeah.
James Maxwell found it and won that whole package they were talking about last week. And so,
any more walking caps?
Message me on that. Those are not on the website because they're kind of have some one-offs, but I actually have a bunch of those in the back of my car that I was bringing over from the warehouse. So some of the summer ones, like the ones from Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah, yes, it's Hannah. Kind of their variation on the.
Those are all one-off. Those are a little hard to carry online.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for talking about my store.
Antox says crisp buttons that flannel to the top. I could never do that. I feel like I'm choking. I don't walk around all day like that. I just think it looks better on camera, honestly, to see him kind of lined up or whatever. But
we don't want his chest hair sticking out.
Yeah, I don't want anything like that. So but yeah, I'm with you. I don't do that all day long, but it does look better, and I like how they match up. They make a great shirt in terms of the way all that lines up. All these caps, and we're going to run through the Calypso one more time. We're going to pick a winner of the other mystery trio, and then we will Also, just kind of we'll stay and answer his questions as long as you want to. But I want to walk.
Well,
through.
let me get to a couple of the questions real
All
quick.
right, sure.
The drop tomorrow. So the Hales collab is what time?
5 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, Friday.
Okay, FunkyBrims.com, and we will have the hats and
have all of our caps. We will have the flannels. We have T-shirts.
Okay, everything else will be on the Hales website.
Hales will have flannels as well as T-shirts. They'll have their snapback caps. We usually have a few of those. We actually didn't get any this week. It's a little snafu there, but we'll have them every other week.
All the other caps that he showed tonight, though,
are only on our website. Yeah. And then they'll have a bunch more of the flannels. So if you're really, trying to get both, probably want to, make sure you're looking at their website for the flannels as well.
And someone asked if I would ever do a live stream from my store. We've done a couple. So I'll be real honest with you. I can't ship at the rate that he's shipping right now. I'm scared. So I kind of have avoided that actually on purpose. And so I do have obviously our website. We ship worldwide.
Now that we're here and we have, we have somebody
full-time,
who's fully dedicated to just shipping all day long.
Yeah.
Back in the warehouse. I think it's probably time we can start looking at that.
Yeah, I just haven't yet because I just scared to do so. Also, these lives are a lot, guys. They really are. And like, you can be like puking an hour before and we're going on live at 7. So
the show must go on.
Yes. From experience, that's exactly what's happened. So that's a little hard.
Did I show the Calypso t-shirt? I did not show it, but Sarah did. You want to show the Calypso t-shirt? Let me get the stool over here again for you.
Yeah, but you got to hold on to me. That $9 stool is not trustworthy.
Yeah, so this is move your glitter hair there. So yeah, that's it. Really, really pretty scene on the back. And it's obviously what their banners at Hales will look like as well.
And the pin looks like that girl.
Pin's the girl with the
glitter.
Glitter. And yeah.
Oh, let me go this way.
So, and Sarah had on the ladies' newsboy shape there. This is the men's newsboy, $84. Women's patchwork is going to be $80. We have the flannel flat, which is $72. All these are pin included, shipping included prices. And last but certainly not least is this blue linen flat cap as well. All those dropping tomorrow night, 5 o'clock.
And the rust cap is a lightweight
rust
summer.
Cap is very lightweight summer. I won't put it back on here, but you can kind of see my finger there on the inside of it. It's this 100% linen, Italian linen. And very much a nice breathable summer cap there. And again, this one is the linen tone. This will be the first of at least 4, probably 5 minimum colors of this one, which will all kind of be the same general solid color, but a little bit of complexity in there you can kind of see. So really, really pretty linen fabric. And so there you go. And then real quick, also, before we pick the last winner, got to show off the Rocky again. Rocky, if you missed it earlier, you have the Rocky in black. These are American hat makers, made in the USA. Warehouse is actually down in Dallas. So mentioned earlier, if you're interested in one of these, we're out of your size, message me and we can be picking it up when we're down in Dallas next weekend. So that's the black one. And then this one is the wine colored one. And so this one has some black there. Those are both $200, real leather, made in the United States, etc. Shipping included on those prices as well.
And side note, just on the pins real quick. So most of the pins have come over to FunkyBrims.com. If you think we have one that is not over there, message us and let us know. I did keep the pins that were super funky at my store, which tend to be more female driven, cherries, lava lamps,
glitter disco
balls, things like that, any type of flowers. All that kind of stuff I kept on my side. So if you find something like a pin, if you find that on Functified.com and you've got an order with Funky Brims, message and tell us and we'll throw it into your Funky Brims order.
Yeah.
You don't need to, because my side will not give you the free shipping part. So you need that to go into the Funky Brims. I know that sounds kind of confusing. We'll get it all together at some point.
So somebody who's wanting to see the other colors with it. So the black's paired with some kind of called chestnut leather, and then the wine's paired with black. Got a little band around it. So yeah, it's just beautiful hats. All right.
righty. These
Last
boys and
winner,
girls are ready.
Mystery Trio. Andrew Teeple. Congratulations, Andrew. And yeah, so let me know what you want.
won.
Take a look at it.
What do you win? Andrew,
Mystery
what'd you win?
Trio.
Yeah.
So, and everybody else, Mystery Trio's out there. Start with the first cap where you add it and tell us what size you want the mystery cap to be. You add 2 more from that list of about 250 caps or so. And ends up being $100 even shipped for 3 hats. But Andrew's getting his for free. We always do some sort of giveaway. And so congratulations, Andrew. Congratulations to Joshua, who won the first one. And yeah, remember, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Central Time is when this drops. And
that time would be Central.
Be Central. Absolutely.
Yes. And hey, guys, one of you had mentioned wanting that Kool-Aid pin that Chris sent in a grab bag or whatever, the Kool-Aid guy pin. If we don't have a couple of those, I know we've got a couple coming because I had them on something. So message us about that, whichever one it was of you, and we'll look for the pin you're looking for.
The Mr. Kool-Aid saying, we want to start a cult or something like that.
Yeah,
I like
that.
I
know. I had that as a sticker somewhere.
Right.
So, but yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
All right. Party on, Wayne.
Thank you, everybody, for being on. And good luck at the drop tomorrow night. And we'll see you next week. Next week, we'll be in Dallas on Thursday night.
Oh, are you serious? So what are we going to do?
We'll be doing a live somewhere in Dallas. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right, cool. All right. See you guys next week.
Thanks, everybody.